Please like, comment, subscribe, and support.
Oh no. Oh no, why'd my computer turn off? Just turn it right back on. What? 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 No. 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 Oh no. Oh no, guys. She's dead.
Computers, gaming, retro gear, devices, tech reviews, and more. Geeking Off with AnthWare.
Well, at first I thought, well, maybe she died because I haven't dusted her out in 6 months and just been cleaning the filters that are on the fans down here. But as you can see, it's really not that bad for what, about, I would say about 6 or so months. It's been a while, but it's dusty, but it's not like anything's clogged or anything. One day, I woke up, and I smelled some electrical burning in my house. And I'm like, what is that smell? Turned off everything else in the house but this. Came back the next morning, the smell was even worse. And to my horror, it was my PC. Turned her off out of emergency. The smell went away. Turned it on to start at least saving some files and some configurations and getting them off the system as fast as I can. But unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough. I'm either suspecting it's power supply or the motherboard. The filters, good condition. Still kept them pretty clean back there. As you can see, there's dust. I'm gonna show you something real quick. So enjoy this little illustration that I've made for you of the situation that I believe killed this PC. So here's a diagram of the situation that I am living in and what helped, kill that PC, especially with an AMD that gets really hot and you can't keep the place cool. First of all, this is the main living room here in the black box. And as you can see, well, it's not a very big room, and let me just explain this. First of all, per our lease, we cannot have air conditioners in this apartment, which is unfortunate because I'm unable to cool it. So the only cooling I can get is from the window here that comes from the outside that faces the direction of the wind and dust as it blows. So it blows that wind blows, and that dust comes in through the window, and of course the PC sucks it right up. And that's the need for the filters. And then during the summer months when it gets really, really hot, the sun is also on this side, basically creating a nice little greenhouse effect here on the whole building. And that heat comes in here. It could be 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So that brings the house temperature to sometimes over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the room. Now, without an air conditioner, you're stuck. You cannot cool the room. The only way to even get air into the room is open this window here, which just brings in the wind and dust, because there's a nice big dust field over here, and that just blows everything up off the dust field, through the window, into the home, which is really, really annoying, and you can't really cool it down until the fall comes, which is where we are at now. And with that, that's a recipe of a doomed computer. Yeah. Hopefully here in the future, we're going to be moving, getting into a new place, and in that new place, I'm hoping that I will be on the right side of the street where I'm not facing that dust field, and of course be able to run an AC in my office. And this place has killed 2 computers, and unfortunately I can't do anything about it, especially temperature wise. You just can't cool it down. So I hope that gives you a better understanding of the situation that I'm living in. So when people sit there in the comments, oh, you just need to run an AC, you need to do this, you need to do that. Well, tell me how to the best situation is to move out of here. So with that, let's get back to the main video. Now, I could go through part by part, but I'm pretty much close to where I was. Usually around tax season, I rebuild my system after 3 years. We're getting close to that point. So I have decided to rebuild the system. Why? Because, alright, AMD fanboys, you might want to get off this video, unsubscribe, because I'm about to have a rant here. From the late 90s, my first experience with AMD, just random locks when doing, simple stuff like using Microsoft Word, or just doing some light, web browsing. AMD CPU, lockup, freeze, restart, freeze, restart. It was like, oh my god, these things are horrible. So I went to Intel. Up until about 2010, I decided to give AMD a try again. The system before this one got so hot. Luckily, it happened after I built this system here. Luckily. And the CPU fan was melted down onto the motherboard. That's how hot that little sucker got. And as you saw from my diagram, I have no control over cooling in the summertime in this place. Which that's all going to change once we move out of here. Which will be pretty much after the system's built, we're out of here. Yeah, for a better... I want an office. And I'm tired of having living room half office here. Well, whatever. But this AMD has been a nightmare for me. We're talking crashes. We're talking freezes. We're talking restarts. I originally tried a different CPU cooler and went water cooling. Still didn't help. Changed BIOS options. Used different software to keep this AM. I'm done. I'm done. I've had it with AMD. I am going Intel. I'm going back to Intel. We're going to be building a 6700K i7 4 GHz system. We've got to lay this one to rest. So we all gather here today to mourn the loss. We lay you to rest. We lay you to rest. And now the time has come for you to be rebuilt. And you were not very good to me, so I'm not going to miss you. Therefore, your parts are about to be transplanted. Well, that was anticlimactic. Let's go ahead and get that RAM out of there. See what kind of condition the RAM's been in. Not that bad. That's a lot less dust than I thought was going to be on it for being in there for 2.5 years. Okay, let's take the GPU out of here. Wow, I haven't seen the underside of this GPU. Those filters did a good job. There's no clogs, there's no nothing. Let's go ahead and smell it. There's a little dust up in this area, as you can see. Let's smell it. Well, the good news is I don't smell anything burning off of this bad boy. It has some slight smell from whatever was smoking in here, got onto everything else. So I'm quite happy. I believe this one survived. Alright, let's take out my capture card because I'm definitely going to want that. As again, filters did their job surprisingly well, except for the outside. Alright, come out of here, network card. Yeah, I had to put in a separate network card into this PC because the the one built onto the motherboard didn't like Linux. As again, same story. Not too dusty here. A little bit on the bottom. Back, of course, nasty. Alright, here we go, hard drives. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta go from the back. Wow, I really tied this up really tight. It's hard to remove stuff from this thing. I've got a lot in there. Look at this mess. As again, dust situation's not bad, especially because this part has been enclosed and I haven't dusted it for the 2.5 years of its life. I'm very surprised. Take a look at these nasty ports in the back. Remove us some cables back here. See these drives. Yeah, they're dusty. They are dusty. Not too bad there. Just a little on the top. Same scenario with this one, just a little dusty on the top. I want you to. There we go. Now, the hot swappable bay, on the other hand, does have some dust in it. There we go. Little dusty. Card slots are clean. Yeah, a lot of dust around these areas. I'm just not sure how I'm going to get that out of there. Oh, I know how I can get it out. Figured that out. Just broke the front of that off by accident. Oops. A little dusty on the top. Front's a little nasty. Don't know what the inside's going to look like. Okay, so my next task is to clean some of these old parts and check them out, and we'll start with the new case. As you can see here, we got a Define R4 from Fractal Designs case here. Nothing too fancy, but it's supposed to be quiet, has its own built-in filters. I'm gonna go all out on the fans on this bad boy. Unboxing time. Okay, ripper open. Off. Styrofoam. Bunch of stuff fell out the bottom here. Paperwork. And a book. Here's one of the fan filters. No, I don't think those are as good as the fan filters I was using before. Not really that heavy. It said 36 pounds on the box, but it doesn't feel like 36 pounds. Okay, on the top here, 2 USB 3s and 2 2s. Reset, power, headphone, microphone jack. Let's open this door. It's got some weird foam in here. 2 drives. Might as well take this out because we're going to need that. There we go. Got it. Smells new in there. Then the front here is another, well, filter fan type situation going on here. There we go. Figured it out. It's got a very white fan in it. Unfortunately, we're not going to go with this fan, are we? Let's take this fan out of here. So we got slots for 2 fans here, folks. Let's go ahead and unbox the next part before we start getting into this. We've got a buttload of Noctua fans here. Look at that Noctua fan. Have you ever seen a box for a fan this fancy? Really? Ready for it? Seriously. So go ahead and tear into it. A little overkill for fan boxing, right? Okay. It comes with low noise adapter, an extension kit. No, it's like a splitter. Cool. And here is the fan itself. They are probably the most ugliest fans on the market. Seriously. But since I won't be seeing the inside of this case very often, I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and snap these in here and see how they're going to fit. There you go. Just like that. It comes with these little rubber thingies. Pop in the rubber. Ta-da. They're supposed to help, I guess, protect from anti-vibration or something. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Let's see how well they go in there. They're not doing what the directions say they were supposed to do. Worst case scenario, I'll just use screws. I don't think these things are gonna work the way I want them to. I've got the fans installed. Let's go ahead and close it up, like so. That goes in there. Ta-da! Now, we need to get our drives moved in here. First one we're gonna do, let's see how this goes in here. I don't know if this requires tools or not, or it looks like I'm gonna have to screw them in there. CD-ROM, Blu-ray drive. Go in here. Looks like we're gonna have to screw this one in. Let's go ahead and turn it around here. Close that. There's a fan in here. This is what it looks like from the back. The trays here are white. Side, we've got a box of goodies. What's in the box? Let's open a box. See what's inside. It's a bag. That's it. It's a bag. Bag full of wire tie screws. All kinds of goodies in there. The battery's dying already. Hey, here we go. Open the other side. See what's inside of the other side. Oh, the drive bays. I'm not going to need this one. So I'm going to remove this one to get some better airflow. There it goes. Ta-da! Perfect. I'm only going to use these ones down here at the bottom. Now, let's screw down the CD-ROM drive the rest of the way, shall we? There we go. Not swappable bay here. Go in there. It's in. It's in. Go ahead, put download drive back in. Ta-da! Arch Linux SSD back in. Would have been nice if it was toolless design though. So it's gonna screw in the bottom here. Like in here. I was hoping for toolless design. Like a glove. Oh, shit. See? If I would have kept running that old AMD system, I'd be needing one of those. Drive 2. In. Yeah. We're talking 1,000 watts of massive power. Power! Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and open this. Let's go ahead. Oh, what do we got inside? We've got a bag, a ton of cables. I mean a ton. Look at them all. Oh my goodness. We got some screws. Let's get this out of here. Oh, it's heavy. Real heavy. Okay. Styrofoam off. This house is going to be full of styrofoam. What do you know? It comes with a very thick instruction booklet. Good for your toilet reading. Yeah. Okay. Power supply comes in a nice bag. I mean, why? Why? I guess if you're planning to package it up again, but yeah. I have always wanted a fully modular power supply. Why? Because if the power supply goes out, all you got to do is replace the unit, and plus you don't got extra cables going around the case that you're not gonna use, and you have to try to find a place to stop them. Eco got a switch for eco-friendly on or off, and then your main power switch there. Oh well, it's starting them. There we go. She's in. Cool. Let's go ahead and replace that rear fan with another Noctua here. You are out. Noctua is in. Ta-da! Noctua fan installed. And now it is time to unbox Z170A motherboard by ASUS, or ASUS, however you want to say it. I don't care. No biggie to me. Let's go ahead and open. Oh, here we go. We've got a motherboard. No surprise there, right? And on the bottom, I/O shield. Mark, you remember these? Do you remember this, Mark? And some SATA cables, SLI cable. Let's take a look and see what I'm dealing with here. Okay, so I might have to install mounting hardware. All right, let's unbox our cooler. It's a Cool Master. It's a master of cooling. That's what we got. A little box. And if you're wondering why I'm not water cooling this time, I'm basing this build off of a Puget system build I saw on Barnacules Nerdgasm. And here's the mounting hardware. Did it come with, really? It came with the Arctic Silver 5? Really? Would they be that nice? It just says thermal compound kit, but I'm not quite sure if it's Arctic Silver 5 included. Probably not. A bracket thingy. The main potatoes out here. Alright. Okay, and here it is. Warning. Got plastic. Telling you to remove it when coming off. It feels funny. Heat sinks always feel funny. So I guess the first mission here, go ahead and pop off that fan and remember which direction I pulled it off on. Opening another Noctua fan. There we go. We've got it moved over. Get the old fan that came with it off. Go ahead and see how she's going to mount on here. Transplanted the fan. Now, needs a little bit more. Luckily though, in this kit here, they've included 2 more mounting brackets. So let's go ahead, get this on here, add the other fan. Okay, got the extra brackets that came in the box. We put them on the fan. Put this to here. Perfect. There we go. See, our airflow is going to blow that direction. I just need to tighten it all down. And it came with this weird, like, screwdriver slash nut bolt titer. I don't know what you want to call it. And there. Let's see how we did. Okay, it's on there. Feels pretty tight. That was not fun. I did not like installing that. Let's go ahead and install our RAM. Okay, for RAM, we got some crucial ballistic memory here. 64 gigabytes, man. 2400. Fastest RAM and the most RAM I have ever put into any of my computers ever. Ooh. Wow. All right, let's get some RAM in here, shall we? You know. There you go. That's how that works. Clips in there. It's weird because there's only clip on one side here. And it's like, I'm used to hearing the double click. And snap. But now we get to answer the question. Is this fan going to be too in the way? Nope. Perfect clearance, actually. All right. Trash everywhere. Oh. Let's go ahead and get our I/O shield put in. It's in there. Now the problem is, I gotta be careful because every time I try to put the motherboard in, these stupid little pin thingies always get in my way. Another A here. Tight fit. Pretty happy with that. Okay, it is CPU installation time. And what do we got? We got an iCore 7 unlocked to 6700K. Ooh. Oh, come on, open. Ah, screw it. Okay, we got our official sticker. Oh my God. There's no pins on this thing. What? Have I been out of the Intel loop that long? Wow. That's so cool. I wonder how this is gonna go in here. Okay, open the magic slot. It says I have to remove this somehow. How do I do it? Ah. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's find our arrow. Okay, there it is. It's on the board. Ooh. Okay, it's in there. Go ahead and close the hatch. Now got our Arctic Silver 5. Most people put way too much on their processors. I see people in videos just god this stuff on here. A rain of rice is nice. Set that down on there. Okay, we are mounted. Ready to add the fans back in. There it goes. There we go. There. Whew. It's tricky. Let's get this baby off the floor. 3, 2, 1. I heard a beep. Oh, yes. Yes. It's booting. New CPU installed, time to configure. All right, I'm gonna go configure this up and we'll see what happens next. Oh, it's been a while. And this thing is quiet. Listen, the cars outside are louder. Oh my God, look at those temperatures. Wow, the other one was like in the 60s all the time. Just even in idle, it was at 40. This is staying nice and cool. Let's finish this build. The last part is here. My GeForce GTX 1070. But you want to see something that really pissed me off about this shipping? Have you ever seen Amazon just ship, you know, put the packing label on retail packing, I don't know what to expect here. I don't know. I'm nervous. Let's go ahead and open it. Please note, if this product is not working properly, do not return it to the store. Oh shit. I already see broken parts in there. I already see broken parts. Oops. Busted parts in there. Look at that. Right there. Let's go ahead and open it up the rest of the way and see how bad its condition it's in. Don't know what this goes to, but it broke off. Okay, maybe, I think it's a shipping protector. I think it might be okay. See if it's bent. It looks straight. No physical damage on the back. Don't hear anything moving inside. That's a good sign. So, let's go ahead and install it. It's in there. I can hook it all up and see what happens. Okay, the moment of truth. Lit up. Are we gonna please power down and connect to PCI? Oops. Okay, it should have power now. Well, we got video. Come back to you when we get everything going. Wow, max frame rate? It was 231.9. Wow. I think it's officially time to button this bad boy up and put her together and get it set up for ready for use. And here we are, all done. All put back together. The one last thing to do is take the plastic off the door. And we are now back in action. Did a podcast about a week ago, been running it for about a month now, and so far no blue screens, no freezing up, no random restarts anymore. I was actually able to encode my 4K footage while editing my 4K footage at the same time because unfortunately I dumped Lightworks because my license died and now they're charging $25 a month for it. And Premiere is $20 a month just for the program, and it supports GPU acceleration, which Lightworks does not. Of course, that's why I'm back on Premiere. I actually going to be using Windows 10 for a while. I have installed Arch on here, and if you stay tuned for the next video, I'm going to show you how the performance difference between Arch Linux and Windows 10 differs. That way you kind of get an idea of why, for now, I am definitely going to be using Windows 10 because I want to use 100% of my system's hardware capabilities instead of 75%. And especially when it comes to the video editing. The GPU acceleration, I put in a 1070 in here. I want to use it for what it's used for, what I wanted it for, and that's to edit video. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at that. The 4K video is running buttery smooth in the preview window. I have never seen that before. So I'm very happy to have buttery smooth video performance in the preview window. So what does that mean? Am I staying away from Linux forever? No, I am going back. Everything in the house runs Linux except for my main production rig because I want the full-on performance all the way across the monitors. And I think this is a good time as any to plug the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, you're missing out on a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And we recently just launched a Discord server for all of us to chat, have voice chats. If you want to join the Facebook group, and the link is in there. So here ends this Geeking Off episode. Stay tuned because there's a lot more great content going to happen now that I'm back in action and back to work. So this has been Anthony from AnthWare, and from this time and every time on, folks, keep on clicking. This is Anthony from AnthWare, signing off.